I'm so excited. Oh my god, look at this. Hi, welcome to a new vlog. I'm going to focus on cozy reads, especially obviously cozy fantasy. I am doing this cozy vlog, first of all, because I love cozy fantasy. Second, the weather has been pretty miserable recently, and it's even been a bit cold, so it got me in such a mood for autumn. And the last reason why I'm starting the vlog today is because of a very exciting delivery that has arrived in the last few hours that I want to share it with you immediately, because it's a collaboration that I'm super excited about. Like, I want to rip the packaging to shreds right this second. I'm partnering with Oodie. In case you don't know, Oodie is a mix between a hoodie and a blanket. It's this giant, lovely fleece lined hoodie, or you can consider it more of a wearable blanket. What else could you want apart from a super cozy blanket slash hoodie? I've wanted one for a long time, but in every advertisement I saw here and there, they were very bright colored and patterned, and you guys know how I'm not about that. So when I actually discovered that they have more basic colors, I definitely said yes, and I'm very excited to share the Oodie I got. So I obviously got beige, which is from their Neutrals collection. I am so excited for this. It comes kind of vacuum packed, so I'm gonna have the pleasure of opening this. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this feels amazing. It's so soft. Let's open it up. It has inflated, so we're ready to wear it. Look at this. I mean, it has a hood, as you can see, has the fleece lining right there. Oh my god, that's so soft. And then it has a pocket. It has a pocket. Oh my god, it's endless. Look at this pocket. Oh my god, have to stop saying oh my god. I'm so excited to get into this. I'm definitely getting into it now. Let's try and do this on camera. Can I even find the arms? Oh, they're amazing. Oh, actually, that's very good indeed. I am so excited. Oh, wow. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the arms. They do this thing to, if you're like cooking, you're not getting mess on your hands because they have the big cuff. And also it helps to not have air going into it, so you keep your warmth. Oh, it's amazing. Let me put the hood up just to try it. Oh my god. I love it. And yeah, last thing I want to show is this nice logo at the bottom. That's very nice. It's the same color as the Oodie, so it kind of blends in, but it's still there. I have a discount code for you, so you can get £35 off your Oodie if you click the link that I'm gonna leave in the description and then use my code, which I'm gonna leave on screen and down below, obviously, with all of the other information. The link in the description, if you click that, you will also be supporting me to continue to bring you cozy videos. If you get an Oodie, please share any photos or what you got before you even receive it. You can obviously leave comments down below, but also maybe DM me on my Instagram. I would love to see whatever you get, because I mean, we need to have a cozy family here where we all wear our Oodies. And if we ever meet, we'll just hug each other and give like Oodie hugs. Oh my god, that just sounds divine. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep snacks in here. You know, like a squirrel keeps nuts in their cheeks. It's my squirrel pouch. I know it probably makes more sense to say it's a kangaroo's pouch, especially because TheOodie was created in Australia. It's an Australian brand. In case you didn't notice, I also made a little tea, which is behind me. I've kind of been feeling a bit low in the past few days. I think I'm fighting a bit of a cold. So I thought this evening, and I mean, it was perfect that TheOodie arrived today, because I was thinking of doing a cozy evening either way. I have a few books that I want to start and make my way through. I've actually been already reading one throughout the day while I was working. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a kind of self-care evening. But yes, let's get into the books. I have been reading Nettle and Bone by Kingfisher, and this is my third Kingfisher book this year, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I can definitely see her writing style reflected on all of her books, and her humor, which really matches to my sort of ironic, a bit dark humor. I think everything she does is quite cozy. Even this one has a lot more magic and even has a creepy puppet, bone dog, and a demon chicken, but it still has that humor and cozy elements, which I really enjoy from her stories. I think I have maybe like 3-4 hours left of the audiobook that I would like to finish in this vlog. I also would like to finish the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, which I started. I started this book at the end of May. I know exactly when I started. It was the 20th of May that I started this book, by India Holton, and I read 4 chapters for a vlog, and then I never returned to it, even though I was enjoying it so much. So I want to make sure that I finish it. I'm in the mood to continue the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. And yes, that is all I have to tell. This is a whole introduction. I feel like I've spent half an hour here talking to you. I probably have. Hopefully we'll be able to narrow it down to a decent and to the point introduction. But I mean, let's be honest, I always give ginormous introductions to my vlogs. So let's get into this evening. Just cozy up with all of my stories and my giant teddy bear hoodie. I'm gonna look like a giant teddy bear with this now, thinking about it, because it's kind of dark beige. That sounds so perfect. I will see you in a bit. Sometimes all you need is some comfort food and to spend a few hours in another world. Good morning, welcome to the second day of the vlog. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm gonna down my Oodie again so we can make breakfast together and test how those sleeves work, because it's one of the things that they mention as perfect for cooking. So we're gonna test that. But before we do that, I just wanted to give you a reading update because I ended up reading quite a bit of the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, and I'm now at 53% and I'm really enjoying it. Like, I was enjoying it when I started, but I was still adapting to the writing style of this book because it kind of almost changes perspective from paragraph to paragraph, and it's very funny. It has a very kind of dark, humorous, it actually reminds me a bit of Nettle and Bone. Already had a couple of more intense romantic moments which I thought were very well done as well. I don't think my brain is on to be doing a check-in, honestly. The plot is escalating quite nicely. I really like our main character. She's headstrong and she knows she deserves more. She knows she's worth more than what she's getting in life, and she's working hard to get what she wants. And what she wants isn't a romance, but she's still also getting that. So mostly you follow Cecilia, the main character, and Ned, but you do also sometimes have another lady Armitage. Armitage? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she also pops in every once in a while to kind of give her perspective on things, and it's intriguing. I'm excited, like I want to see what is going to happen. I think that's all I have to tell you. Now let's don the Oodie and make breakfast. And hopefully the next time I check in, I am a bit more awake. Oodie again. I just took off the Oodie because I'm gonna get ready to leave the house. So I'm gonna have a vlog in a few weeks that's gonna be all about decorating the house, doing an autumnal DIY, and a few other autumnal based recommendations and things like that. And so this vlog is kind of preparing for that. I'm going to get ready to go out, and after that, filling breakfast, do some secondhand shopping for some books that I want to recommend and maybe take some photos of during autumn. So yeah, I'll see you later. We walked through the Norwich Cathedral Close to get to my two favourite second-hand bookstores in Norwich. The Tombland Bookshop, which is located in this amazing 15th century building. They have a bit of everything. I mostly find beautiful classics, and I definitely visit for the atmosphere. It really lends itself to an 18th century romance story. Our second stop was Luce's, the home of everything you've ever set free, or things that are not tight enough. This store is a treasure trove of lost things. It also includes a very complete book section, perfect for getting lost in. And the last place we visited is a church converted into a second-hand store where you can even shop in the crypt. Has a little bit of everything, and I normally don't go there for books. And now we are homebound. Hi, we just came back from all the charity shopping and just normal store shopping as well. And I have a little haul for you. I ended up getting 4 used books and I have a few other things. Not all of it is from today. I did go out the other day to TK Maxx and I found a couple of things. And I did go out secondhand shopping with a few friends the other day where I got some other things. My first trip to TK Maxx a week or so ago, I got this bowl. It is cream, but it has some pumpkins and leaves and acorns around the rim. Just very simple and nice, but still has a little pop of autumn. The other thing I got on that trip was this little cup with some ghosts. I did get a pumpkin one, but sometimes I'm just completely ridiculously impulsive, and I decided to make a tea in this without even really checking or thinking if this could handle boiling water. So obviously it fully fell apart. We only have the ghosty one for the haul. I then also got this on a more recent trip to TK Maxx. This mug that says boo. It's quite a big mug, so maybe not 500 ml, but just about, which is my preferred mug size. So yeah, I'm excited. And then for the charity shopping, I got this plate that has a design that's quite matte, a little kind of leaf design on there, all browns and light oranges and that sort of thing. This one is from Denby, which is a English brand, very classic. It's not my first thing from them. I have a couple of things. Then I bought this one, which is a bit more glossy and it has a texture with like dried summer grasses. It looks quite autumnal, so I thought that would work. This is from Stonehenge Midwinter, and the name of the collection is Wild Oats. I then got this little mug that has some flowers around it. It's a very nice shape. I mean, I don't normally drink small things like this, but I thought it was so nice. Even though I mostly drink from giant mugs, it doesn't mean the other ones don't get used. For DIY that I'm planning to do in the next few vlogs, I'm not sure exactly when, I got this little pot that has a lid and it has a little plant and it has this kind of dripping effect on the sides. It's from Foster's Pottery. I also got 2 little bottles from the chemists, and this one actually says Boots Cash Chemists at the back. So it is an actual original bottles from Boots, the chemist shop, that is still around today. We have another one, which what used to be in here was oil of sweet almonds, and like half of it is just simple glass and the rest has a little like fluted effect. Today, get from Next this little ramekin, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a pumpkin one, obviously. It has a little lid, but it's oven safe And I mean, when it doesn't have a lid, it's very simple. So I thought I would use it all year round. But during autumn, I can put some snacks on it, maybe do a souffle. It's lovely, but quite simple. And the moment you take away the lid, it doesn't necessarily look like a pumpkin. So can be used, as I said, for many things and all year round. And finally, onto the books. I did have a little list of autumn books I wanted to get, especially some nice looking classics to take some photos with. So I got His Last Bow by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is the last full novel of the Sherlock Holmes books, which I read all of them last year. So I can recommend it. It looks so nice, look at it. I'm very excited for these. Then I got Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which I have for my Kindle and I'm planning to read this year. Hopefully I'll enjoy it so I can also recommend it. I know it's not very long and again, very nice and autumnal. And then I got 2 Jane Austen novels. Technically the only one that was on my list to get was Northanger Abbey, which is the one that is recommended to read for autumn. Again, in the same edition. They also had Mansfield Park and the cover is just amazing for autumn. So I decided to get this one as well. It was £2 for this chunky thing, even though this one was also £2. And that is the end of the book haul. 4 books. I'm quite happy with these. I was maybe expecting to get a bit more, but I just couldn't find a lot of the ones I wanted. I wanted a couple of Agatha Christie. There was not a lot of Agatha Christie out in charity shops or secondhand bookstores. Also wanted a couple of Ray Bradbury books, nowhere to be seen. So I got these and I'm quite happy with them. They look nice and autumnal. I'm gonna get back to work now. We'll see you guys tomorrow because I've booked tickets to go to an exciting new movie release. It's the new Disney Haunted Mansion movie. Excited for that. I shall leave you now. I'm gonna read this evening again, so I'll update you tomorrow on my thoughts on how the books are going. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, so we just came back from the film. I just wanted to tell you what I thought about the movie. It was great fun. I thought, so I'm pretty sure this is part of all of the other Disney adaptations that have been coming out in the past few years, you know, making it more human and more updated to the 21st century. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting it to be fun maybe a bit too silly, but it wasn't. They really were able to balance the silliness with some harder topics, which I found quite good. I haven't actually watched the original. I thought it was a good one for kids or people that just want a kind of cozy Halloween movie that has just that slightly element of, it's not really scary, but it's the ghost stories, isn't it? The fact that the ghost is chasing you and there's some peril. But for people that enjoy more cozy vibes, I thought it was pretty perfect. There was just one thing that kind of annoyed me. There was a little bit of a plot hole or something not very well explained. But apart from that, it was all very complete and it made sense. It was good. I had a really good time. I will see you tomorrow. Hi, welcome to the end of the vlog. It's now Monday. I had a few days with the Oodie and I'm very excited to say that I'm really happy with it. And I think it's going to be an amazing addition when autumn and winter hit. It's fitting to also have added this to my collection of cozy things. But now talking about the books I've read, I finished Nettle and Bone and the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. Nettle and Bone was quite a solid story. I felt like when I finished it 2-3 days ago, I was definitely quite happy with it. I thought it was a really good book. But honestly, having read the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, I kind of forgotten all about Nettle and Bone. I feel like Kingfisher stories are all very nice and cozy stories, but unfortunately the only one that has stuck, in my personal opinion, has been the Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. That one sometimes, every once in a while pops to the forefront of my brain, but unfortunately none of the other two I've read this year. Nettle and Bone was good. Maybe it had to do with the fact that I listened to it instead of reading it, but it just kind of flew out completely. Even though I really enjoyed it and I initially gave it 4 stars, I may have to bump it down for how forgettable it was. Now onto the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. It was lovely. I had the best time. It was definitely a kind of cozy historical romance. In the beginning, I did have to kind of adapt to the writing style, but when I did, oh my god, it brought so much more joy than I was expecting. I think the writing style is just quirky and amazing, and it really fits the story. It's lovely. I don't know, it was just fun and good, and I rooted for the characters. I love the characters. I'm definitely excited to continue this collection of stories. I know there's some witches coming in the next few ones, so yeah, I really want to read it. Plot was intriguing. There was a bit of a plot twist that wasn't super shocking. It was a very light-hearted story, but there was this undercurrent of some more deeper, harder themes that were just kind of briefly mentioned throughout the story, which also just made it a bit better, I would say. It wasn't super immersive. It didn't really make me think of a season or a time of year, but it really felt historical, but with a fun twist. I'm not sure I even told you the synopsis of this book, actually. If I haven't, my god, what is wrong with me? The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels are no ordinary women. Pirates, thieves, and ne'er-do-wells, these ladies spend their days pickpocketing and blackmailing their way around the country, all before afternoon tea. But when Lady Cecilia Bassingwaite, meets Ned Lightborn. Her world is set to change forever because he's a paid assassin and she's his next hit. Yet, when he lays eyes on the feisty, beautiful Cecilia, he's faced with a conundrum. Does he kill her or fall in love with her? It's just a fun story. It also is not just about the two of them. There's a whole peril that surrounds the society. Cecilia is involved, needs to kind of save them, and it's kind of stuck with Ned. I had a really good time. It was cozy, the romance was good, the characters were great. Actually, there's different perspectives, so you don't only follow the two of them, but you also follow here and there a few other relevant characters to kind of move the plot, and so you know what's happening around the story. I had a very good time, and so I gave it 4.5 stars. So I'm gonna wrap this video here. I'm so happy with this collaboration with Oodie. I'm actually just having the best time with this. I would be having an even better time if it was 10 degrees lower. Don't forget to check my description for my discount code and my personal link, which really would help me out to just keep this channel going. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog and are so excited to get to autumn as I am. I'm really hoping to read many cozy books and maybe even a few darker stories. Oh my god, the sun just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. The next video will be a wrap up of what I read in summer, so then we can fully immerse ourselves in all the autumn vibes. I have a few exciting videos prepared, and I just want to get into it. So yes, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy my code downstairs, and we'll see each other next time. Bye!